Alright guys, welcome back to my channel Basilisk Reacts. For yesterday, I have uploaded a video on Ren after already have done a lot of videos on Ren. I have a playlist of all the reactions that I have done on Ren, so you can go check that out. I will include it in my description in this video. Yesterday, super exciting. New material dropped, so the story goes. Ren collaboration with the Skinner brothers. I have a reaction on it, I have my analysis on it, and I have been educated in the comments because I did say some things that aren't as accurate, right? As close to the truth as I wanted to be. But overall, I thought it was a very nice production. In the comments, I also have read someone saying, well, I don't really think you have seen enough Ren, right? Have you even seen Crucify your culture? Or which one was the other one? I don't know, I'd have to check. So it's been a long time for me, but we are now being spoiled by Ren because we are getting uploads every week. Let me just check again in the comment section of the video that I have done yesterday. Ren says, new track plus music video coming every week, every Thursday at 8 PM for the next 6 weeks. So that's very exciting. I think it's a good time to really revisit Ren. And hopefully I am doing that with checking out this one. Hey, Crucify Your Culture, I think is an older one, upload date 5 years ago. I haven't checked it out, so yeah, I am somewhat revisiting Ren. So yeah, let's just get into this, guys. I actually see now this everybody drops official visualizer in the suggested video, and that one I also haven't seen. I do think that I have seen enough to have an idea, but you can be the judge of that. Check out the playlist and according to the playlist, make your own recommendations, because I am open to new material, I just want to see it. For now, Ren, Crucify Your Culture, we're checking it out together. After, I'm gonna rewind the whole clip. We're gonna dive a bit into an analysis, hopefully provide you guys with some meaningful commentary. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's episode. Get into it.
A murderer's mind, born into a murderous time, where right or wrong is a blurred line, hard to define. For greed is poison the well, we all drink from the chalice. It's a long way down into the rabbit hole, Alice.
Now I crucify your culture, burn down the altar. Religion of consumerism picks us up like vultures, takes us for punks. They say jump, we jump. It's the same if it's Bush or Obama or Trump. I'm not buying into a 1, 2, 3 party system. I rise against them illusions of choice. Take our voice or take back your rigged election system. Deficit represent nobody but your money. Funny how you keep them sweet, honey. Shepherds and the sheep, dummy.
Someday they'll find a way to sell my views, like they sold the concept of freedom to you. They sold the voice of Huxley, of Orwell, Guevara, Dalai Lama. Now they're all just a product to you.
And now you care more about your news, use the loose screws and minds of politicians that abuse truths to shape you, break you. Consumerism breaks you until your thoughts to end you. They make you wanna hate you, so you keep buying. Corporation buying, defying fraudulent liars and burning empires. Tap into the telephone wires and history's biased. It glorifies and justifies our evil. It justifies the wars that rain destruction upon people.
Every single human born equal.
They treat you like an asset, not a human, man. It's see-through. Slavery through debt. You think that mortgage is to help you? Bills stacking high, killing dreams. Money maims you, lying tames you. The land of the free, irony. A hierarchy, folks, education kills the fire in me. Still I stand strong like 2 towers that were knocked down by greedy men's thirst for power and now greed.
Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. Fuck greed, silent I breathe. Burn money. Greed makes us bleed, makes us bleed, makes us bleed.
Our political system is a farce. Democracy will not exist till actions speak louder than money. Wealth is a poison honey, another money-making holiday for the Easter bunny. Adverts suck out your soul, drink Coca-Cola, lining up the pockets of the fat controller, selling fear to the people, let it spread like a bowl, a propaganda machine. Remember a dream, it's hopeless. Nikola Tesla, 1883. The DC current system fought against the AC. But not because the AC system wasn't any better, because people don't like change when money's at the center. Move, let me enter from the epicenter. Poison parliamenter, who's the main contender? Oh, it's you, Mr. President. Evident that the counterintelligence is a hell of a prevalent.
Cool. All right. So, guys, first impressions. It's good. I would say it's good to really be revisiting Ren. I don't actually want to call it revisiting because it does feel like it wasn't that long ago. Actually, maybe I'm just very well able to really get into the Ren flow again. And yeah, as I said, guys, I am under the impression that I do have an idea of who Ren is, what he stands for, and just overall his message and his energy. This, I would say, when I check out Ren, it's probably going to be one of two things, and that is that it's either going to be just a nice showcase of his skills, of his talents, or it's going to be a showcase of his mind and of his views. This one heavily, of course, focused on the views and not something that I am unfamiliar with, especially when checking out Ren. When it comes to the ideas that Ren has and that he is sharing with the world, I would say, yeah, that's right up my alley. When it comes to the knowledge, I would say, yeah, I do feel the same way. I share the same views. And what is amazing to me is that he is so focused on it. He is just actively trying to get that message out there. And he has just a very strong view of what is right and wrong. And he is creating this way a community of like-minded people. And even if you are not like-minded yet, I would say his energy and his aura really just takes you in, lures you in, and then he really is educating everyone. So even if you are in possession of the knowledge that is being spit here, I would say it's always nice to have somewhat of a reminder, right? I think that is the best way to protect yourself from the evils that Ren is portraying in this song, for example. But there is a lot of Ren material out there that I would say is just very fruitful for you to check out. All right. I must add, guys, that the reason that I checked this one out is because the comment was so intriguing to me. It said, well, you must not know him that well or just scratching the surface. We were talking, or I was talking in my previous video on As the Story Goes, or So the Story Goes. And I was making some comments, some remarks on the instrumental. I thought it was very, very good, and I thought it wasn't what I was used to when checking out Ren. So I thought it was a bit more, let's just say, a more extensive style, maybe a bit more mastering or a bit more creativity using the sounds. And I always have seen Ren as his style as a bit more simple, and when it comes to the drum and bass aspect. And I also talked about the fact that the electric guitar isn't actually something that I often see Ren using in all of his songs. So that's the reason why I'm checking this out. So I can really, yeah, just see what Ren is about in a more complete picture. And the fact that he is using the electric guitar is, of course, valuable information for my inquiry into Ren. So I'm very glad to be checking this out. Thank you so much for the recommendation. And let's dive into the analysis, guys. Hopefully I can zoom in on some cool moments, maybe elaborate on some things a bit further. But I must say that when it comes to the message, Ren never fails to be, very direct with it. So yeah, I think this is talking about yeah, about something that everyone can relate to, in a sense that everyone is being confronted with it. Yeah, let's just dive into the analysis and see if I can pick out some moments to further confirm or yeah, explain the points that he is making. Um, but overall, I think it's a good song, and yeah, just very Ren like. I love it.
A murderer's mind, born into a murderous time where right or wrong is a blurred line, hard to define. For greed is poison the well. We all drink from the chalice. It's a long way down into the rabbit hole, Alice.
Now I crucify your culture, burn down the altar. Religion of consumerism picks us up like vultures, takes us for punks. They say jump, we jump. It's the same if it's Bush or Obama or Trump. I'm not buying into a 1, 2, 3 party system. I rise against them illusions of choice. Take our voice or take back your rigged election system deficit. Represent nobody but your money. Funny how you keep them sweet, honey. Shepherds and the sheep, dummy.
Someday they'll find a way to sell my views, like they sold the concept of freedom to you. They sold the voice of Huxley, of Orwell, Guevara, Dalai Lama. Now they're all just a product to you.
So, what is being portrayed here, in my opinion, in my perspective, my interpretation, is that the culture of consumerism is just something that is very apparent, I would say, and it becomes more apparent when you check out videos like this, I would say. Um, and the reason why I said that Ren is educating, and I think that is the most important and effective way to really shield yourself from the dangers that Ren is portraying. This religion of consumerism, everything is just about money. I am hoping now to really, in a nutshell, give you some more insight of what is meant by that. And that is that everything is just about money. It's about profit. It's about, how to really tailor every products or services or ads or whatever to the consumer's eyes. Things like yeah, like ads, for example, for an easy example. And we are very often exposed to ads. There are different kinds of ads. There is like paid products, or what is it, product placements, where you can see brands throughout all of the shows that you are seeing, for example, and that all of those things are just stacking up, and they are what is that called, unconsciously just trying to get you to buy products or buy services, even if you don't need them. The human mind, I think, is so complex that there are a lot of ways to manipulate it. And the religion of consumerism just focuses on how the body is operating and trying to manipulate yeah, you actually into buying because you are just worth a lot of money, because you are potentially going to spend money. And that is what the big pharma, all the big corporations are after. So there is a lot that can be I would say rendered useless, maybe not, but I think being aware of the strategies that are being used to manipulate you, I think that is the only effective way to really shield yourself from it. Yeah, just being aware, I would say, because if you dive a bit deeper into the paranoid world, I think it's very impressive for Ren to be, just really at it with all of his education and exposing us to the truth. Um, just like Nikola Tesla that we see later in the video clip. Yeah, that can be a slippery slope, guys. It can be a slippery slope, because that Ren actually is actively forming a what is that called? An enemy, actually, of the religion of consumerism, because Ren just wants you to be yeah, a bit more shielded against those dangers. All right, let's resume.
Now you care more about your new shoes, the loose screws and minds of politicians that abuse truths to shape you, break you. Consumerism breaks you until your thoughts to end you. They make you wanna hate you, so you keep buying, corporation buying, defying fraudulent liars and burning empires, tap into the telephone wires and history's biased. It glorifies and justifies our evil. It justifies the wars that rain destruction upon people.
Every single human born equal.
They treat you like an asset, not a human, man. It's see-through. Slavery through debt. You think that mortgage is to help you? Bills stacking high, killing dreams, money maims you. Lion tames you.
Yeah, so we are just it's very hard, right? It's very hard to just live your life and yeah, make all your steps that you think are necessary to really yeah, be able to provide for your loved ones. I think that is a very common goal for a lot of people, to be able to provide for your loved ones, for your family. And in that process, there is just a lot going on that maybe have, right? Maybe I think if even if you are aware of all the possible ways, and I say all, but I don't mean all, but I think there is still a lot that you don't know, that it is an effect being taken on you. Wait, how can I say this better? I think that there is a lot of things that are taking an effect on you without you knowing. So yeah, it's just things like the people, they tell you something that might sound interesting to you, but it never is interesting for you to take that said deal or to go in see with a specific merchantman or woman. And you always will get the feeling that maybe you have had a great deal or whatever, but it's just yeah, it's just shaping you for the next interaction that you will get with consumerism. Yeah, you always there's also things that influence your image of self, which then can lead to buying products because you think it will fix you. First, they really work hard on destroying your self image, your self worth, and then they present to you a product that will give you back some worth, right? That is a bit in general, or in big lines, roughly how it works. And there's just a lot of people that are oblivious, and they are being manipulated into buying stuff like that. Um, and I think it's those. I think those are called sheep. I think those are best described as sheep, and there's way too many of them for the system to collapse, I would say. But Ren is doing God's work and really actively trying to, you know, turn you from a sheep into a wolf. To just be aware of just be aware of the tactics. Um, yeah, and that of course is just a direct danger um, for the big companies, for the big corporations. So I think it's very ballsy what Ren is doing, because it's just so heavily focused on it. Many great people have yeah, were assassinated, or their research wasn't was terminated or whatever. So yeah, Ren is walking down the same path. He really is for the people.
The land of the free, irony. A hierarchy, folks, education kills the fire in me. Still I stand strong like two towers that were knocked down by greedy men's thirst for power and now greed.
Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. Fuck greed, silent I breathe, burn money. Greed makes us bleed, makes us bleed, makes us bleed.
Our political system is a farce. Democracy will not exist till actions speak louder than money. Wealth is the poison honey, another money making holiday for the Easter bunny. Adverts suck out your soul, a drink Coca-Cola, lining up the pockets of the fat controller, selling fear to the people, let it spread like a bowl, a propaganda machine. Remember the dream, it's hopeless. Nikola Tesla, 1883. The DC current system fought against the AC. But not because the AC system wasn't any better, because people don't like change when money's at the center. Move, let me enter from the
Yeah, so I think in short, right, the story goes that Nikola Tesla was actually about to do a very important and groundbreaking evolutionary discovery, which is, and I don't know the specifics of it, but I would say the specifics aren't very important because what's important is that yeah, the reason why people are moving a certain way is important, and it just yeah, with Nikola Tesla, I think is a great example. But let's say I do know the details. I think Nikola Tesla was about to um, finish up his theory, his work, but he wasn't being subsidized. I don't know if that is the right word for it, but um, what I mean is that he wasn't receiving any money anymore to really complete um, his discovery or his um, his work. I don't know. I'm looking for a word actually, because that idea was just was going to change the world at such a pace in a way that doesn't translate to money for the greedy pigs. So it was going to be amazing for the evolution of mankind, but it wasn't promising a lot of money for the people that yeah, may have a monopoly on it or something. So that is the reason why the people that were funding his research was the word that I'm looking for. Yeah, stopped funding it, and in a mysterious way, Nikola Tesla could not, finish his research. So that's just right. If you are going to make the world a better place, you really need to take into consideration better to who. Because if it isn't for the big corporations, then most likely it's not welcome here. And they're so influential, right? It's very hard. It's I think the reason why the phrase "if you can't beat them, join them," I think yeah, can be interpreted in a way that is just talking about the big corporations. I think many people. That's why I right. I try to circle it back a bit. That's why I say that it's probably a good way to shield yourself, to really defend yourself. But I don't really think there will be a moment where all of that knowledge will translate into us winning the war against them. I don't think so. So this is all we can do. Just be aware and spread the message. And I think Ren, yeah, he a true G for it.
don't like change when money's at the center. Move, let me enter from the epicenter. Poison parliamenter, who's the main contender? Oh, it's you, Mr. President. Evident that the counterintelligence is a hell of a prevalent.
This is actually, I don't know if it is seen in more video clips, but this is actually the character that is seen in Money Games 1, I think, where Ren and another friend of his, most likely, are yeah, playing out a scene for the video. And I think in Money Games 1, 2, and 3, it is upheld this mask with the Sharpie. I think Money Game 1. Um, yeah. Let me just double check that. It's been a long time actually. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah. So I think it must be after Money Game 1. 5 years ago, Money Game 1. Um 5 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's close. It's close, right? All right. That's going to be it for today's episode. I think it has been an interesting one. To just talk about it a bit and to just revisit Ren as I'm doing now. I really enjoy Ren actually, so to see some new material is always very interesting to me. For sure, I will be checking out all of the other future uploads that we are getting every Thursday, every week for the next 6 weeks. So that is a promise I can make you. But if there's anything else you want me to check out, please leave your recommendations. I'm very curious to see what you guys think is cool. And yeah, hopefully we can just watch it together, hang out a bit, have a good time, and share some thoughts. Me to the camera and you in the comment sections. Um, I do go live sometimes, so there will be a live stream here and there, but I don't really have a structure with it yet. It's very new to me. Um, but yeah, I think everyone will get a notification. I think all the subscribers at least. So if you are interested in hanging out and just having a chat once in a while when I am live, yeah, be sure to subscribe and hopefully I will see you there. If not, I'll see you tomorrow when I upload a new video. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's episode and see you tomorrow.